Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Hiatus, we all needed it. The world has lost its mind. But I'm back. How have you been? How's everything going? How are your people? All is well here. Had a few hiccups, but let's get into it. So I had an adventurous morning. So woke up to a crazy cat. So I have two. And so woke up to one of the cats doing this crazy meow. It was weird. I'm lying there thinking, you cannot be for real, jumping in my bed. Yeah, that was the sound it was making. Okay, I exaggerated that a little bit. But yeah, that's how it sounded to me. So I get up. And I'm like, you're about to go outside. I'm kicking you out. These are both house cats. The first time I've ever had cats that never go outside. So they're odd. They do crazy things. I don't speak cat. So I have to get up and see why the crazy orange fluff ball is going off. Step into a pile of vomit. Yeah, that was my good morning. Not a kiss, not coffee being brought to me. No, a pile of vomit. Get that up. Now I'm really mad. But then the smell hits me. What is going on? Come downstairs. Kitty litter on 10. It's all the way in the basement. Okay, like I said, I have two male cats who, TMI right now, who poop like dogs. I've never seen anything like it. You would think that I had Great Danes in my home. No, they're just cats. So clean that up. Clean the kitty litter every 2 days. You never know that though. Come back upstairs and I realize, oh, they haven't eaten their pate. Yes, my cats get pate because they're fancy. They're fancy cats. They haven't eaten. I'm wondering why. Is the pate bad? I'm not going to taste the pate. I'm not doing that. All of a sudden, they start eating their food. I guess they needed me to come downstairs in order to eat their food. But this is the thing that kills me with cats. While I'm cleaning your kitty litter, why do you have to sit and get all comfortable and watch me while I clean up your poop? As if they're saying, oh, you're doing a fabulous job, Dawn. I'm so proud of you. Look at you, girl. Look at how you scoop that up. You're a professional. Oh, let me go test it while you're cleaning that. I need to go. That's not going to happen. So then they go to their other box and they're looking at me while they're going to the bathroom. That's a disrespect. I don't need you staring at me while you go to the bathroom, because what that makes me feel, what I'm thinking is, that's what you think about me. I am not your slave. As I scoop out the kitty litter box, as I mutter to myself and try to hold my breath at the same time, as I feel the rage of being a human having to take care of these fluff balls. That was my morning. Oh, and then while Davidion, the super producer, is setting up, someone decides to park in front of my driveway. So can't get in. Park in front of my driveway and go to mass, because I do live across the street from a Catholic church and a parochial school. So it's been eventful. I deserved the cup of coffee that I did allow myself to have. We'll get into that later. But other than that, that was my morning. How have you been? I know it's been crazy. I have so much to talk about. I do. But not going to be a downer. I think all of you have heard enough. A lot of us have been through a lot. Has it been 5 months now? 5 months, I think it's been, when COVID started and people started losing their jobs and just not being comforted much by the people in charge. And not being reassured that, you know what, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this, and we all need to bring it down at least 10 notches. So, I know that a lot of you have had to homeschool your children, have had to do school online, and you have been driven crazy. But the positive part to this is, for those of you that like your kids, you get to spend a lot of time with your children, and you get to actually see what they're learning and to see how the teachers interact with your student. I know some of you are shocked. I'm not, because I did work for a high school for 12 years, and like I said, they're never going to hire me back. Say I wanted a job back, they will never hire me back, because when I left, I wrote, I believe, a 3-page letter to the superintendent listing all of the teachers that should be fired, because I was one of the registrars, so I was in charge of the white cards. And what a white card is a cumulative, did I say that word correctly? It's a tongue twister, list of grades, all of their grades from kindergarten until the 8th grade, when actual transcripts, the high school registrar takes care of all of the transcripts, start to kick in. So when I was looking at these grades from kindergarten to the 8th grade, I became very angry, because I saw that a lot of these children were getting straight Fs and being socially promoted. So I took a huge box of them and I took it to my administrator, and I said, what's going on here? What is going on? Why are these children being passed on? They are literally getting straight Fs. There was a lot of hemming and hawing, and I saw this for some years. So going back to me saying they will never hire me back, because my letter, I shredded a lot of people, and I had receipts, and I dropped names. It's disgusting. So COVID has now forced parents, this is not just the teacher's fault, it's forced parents to sit down with their children and talk to their children and say, my child might be able to read very well, but they don't comprehend very well, or vice versa. Or my child cannot do math, and basic math is what you need. My child cannot do A, B, and C. So you might not like hearing it, and you might be a little bit frustrated, but be all those things. But it's gonna make you look at your child and help your children, where they are not passing. You have no choice now. So that's that. Drinking. Let's talk about your alcohol intake. Like I said, I have a lot to say. Being a personal trainer during COVID has been an eye-opener. I always knew that people took in, they drank a lot. And when I say drinking, I mean liquor. But COVID has given people an excuse to be on one, as we say, be toe up in the middle of the afternoon. You guys really? No. And then they're like, oh, we're getting the COVID-19. First of all, uneven number. So you're using COVID-19 to gain 19 as an excuse to gain 19 pounds? No, stop it. You don't have to gain weight because you're in quarantine. If you're bored, go find a project. And no, that doesn't mean wine tasting. No, I'm not talking about wine tasting. Go find something to do. Online courses, online activities. You can step outside of your home and go walking. They just said don't go to the mall, but outside is free. Wear your mask. Wear your mask and go outside. Walk. Enjoy what we do have. So wait a minute. If you hear a lot of walking around and noise, it's because I'm in my house and other people live here with me. So it's a Sunday afternoon and people are up and walking and they're probably drinking. They're probably having a good time behind my back. Eating and drinking, you do not have to go overboard just because we are in quarantine. Because you're using that as an excuse and it's not even a good one. It just isn't. Calm down. That's the theme of this podcast, one of them. We all need to calm down. You do not have to be out of control just because everyone else is. Don't use it as an excuse, especially when you have children. They need us to be the voice of reason. Take a deep breath. Take some yoga online. Take some yoga. Do meditative work. Take some deep breaths. I've been practicing actually. When I feel that anxiety rising, I stop. I sit. I close my eyes. And I take some deep breaths. Because everyone else's anxiety attack doesn't have to be mine. And I know there are those of us going through really hard things. But with all of that said, we can sit, we can close our eyes, and we can take a few deep breaths and write out a plan of action. I am a believer in writing out action plans, because when you have that, you write it out and you post it, it keeps you focused and the anxiety level drops at least by 10. Like I said, I only talk about what I know, and I know anxiety attacks. So with that said, eating. I've been seeing a lot of extremists on social media. They remind me of the person, I don't even know the cartoon character's name, it's old school. Oh, what is it? The sky is falling! The sky is falling! They're like that all of the time. Even the news people are like that. I don't know how you guys watch these people. I don't care what channel it is. They are that. Was it a duck that did that or a chicken? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. But I do know that they constantly scream, the sky is falling, with no action plan. So everyone is in an uproar. Everyone's running around, taking up all the toilet paper from your Target, all the dang wine, all the Kleenex, all of the antibacterial stuff, because they're running around without saying it, screaming, the sky is falling. It's not. It hasn't. You don't need to drink yourself into oblivion. You don't need to eat yourself into oblivion. You can take those deep breaths, sit down. The sky has not fallen. And I know people say, Dawn, you have a way of simplifying things. It kind of gets on my nerves. It's all right. I can get on your nerves, but I'm still going to say it. When you do simplify things, your anxiety level drops because you are able to compartmentalize. and you will not be outside looking crazy, running around grabbing up 10 packs of toilet paper. It's not going to happen. It just isn't. You need to bring it down and stop reading texts, tweets, and posts from people who are so anxiety ridden that you pick up that energy and now you look crazy too. Yeah, I said that. I know people don't call people crazy. Well, some people are clinically crazy. And when people are like this, they cannot see the forest for the trees. They don't know that they don't have to behave this way. Reason on it. Reason. Use logic. There is a way to protect yourself. I'm not saying that it won't happen. But there is a way to protect yourself.